Your manifestations, what you've been calling in, will finally come to fruition when you let go of control. When you let go of control, when you have the courage to do so, you are making space for those miracles to come in. You're making space for divine orchestration. You're finally allowing that magic to actually occur. When you are controlling, you are actually repelling your manifestation from coming to life. You're actually prolonging the timeline because this energy of control is actually coming from a place of fear. Fear that if you don't do things a certain way, if you don't do everything that you have planned out that day, or do this and this and this and micromanage your day, that you won't receive this specific outcome. And this energy is coming from a place of fear, and fear is not the truth. It is a very low vibrational energy. And to shift to faith, you must make space for that. You must make space for that flow to happen. The divine does not force, it flows. And when you can come back into that energy of finding harmony with that flow, and also with taking aligned action, of course, that is the secret formula for miracles to occur, for your manifestation to rapidly come about in your life, to finally take form in physical reality. An example is, even with this video, originally I had a completely different topic that I was going to talk about, and then I went into meditation, got out of meditation, and this is the message that came through: to speak on letting go of control. And what a beautiful example, because this feels a lot more in flow, it feels a lot lighter, and that is what it's going to feel like. Yes, it may feel like you're stepping outside of your comfort zone by letting go of control, especially if you are a recovering controller or someone that's recovering from being too much in their masculine energy, thinking that things need to be a certain way. It's going to feel uncomfortable at first, but when you drop into the feminine energy, when you drop more into flow, you're going to be like, wow, this is exactly how it's meant to be. I feel a lot lighter. It doesn't feel like I'm trying to climb up a freaking mountain right now, but it feels like I'm going downstream, flowing down the river, and the river is bringing me to exactly where I need to be. I easily could have been like, wait a second, I took notes on what I was going to record a video about today, so why would I not just do that? Why would I have wasted that time doing that? But it's not about thinking that way. It's about being in the present moment. What is being given to you now? And how can you really tune into that and let that flow through you? As a recovering controller and someone that was really in their masculine energy of having all these structures in place and micromanaging my day and thinking that I needed to do things a specific way or that this wouldn't happen, I know how hard it can be to really shift into that flow energy, to really shift into that state of allowing. But every time that I have done so, the more that I've really allowed that flow to occur and have made space for that flow to occur, miracles have just come to fruition every single day. Every single day, there's something where I'm just like, wow, this is so beautiful. And it's because I've made space for that to happen. It's because I've actually made space for divine intervention to come in, to orchestrate things for my highest good and for the highest good of all. Your angels are always wanting to make you smile every single day, are always wanting to show you that they're there with you every single day, helping you bring what you are calling in into fruition. But if you don't allow and make space for that magic to come in, there's no way you're going to be able to see it. There's no way you're going to be able to witness it because there's no room for it. If you are familiar with manifestation, you've probably heard before, surrender to everything, surrender to this, to that, to whatever. And I do want to speak on this because when it comes to surrender, this doesn't mean to just take a back seat on everything. It does still mean that you need to take aligned action. It doesn't mean you just sit there and expect your manifestations, for your prayers to be answered by just sitting there. It's really about finding harmony with the masculine and the feminine energy. The masculine energy being taking inspired action, taking action on things that you feel called to do. The feminine energy being listening to what your intuition is actually guiding you to do. So whether that be going to the grocery store at like 11 p.m. and you have no idea why, but you have this intuitive nudge to do so, just go, doing it, trusting in whatever your intuition is guiding you to do. And you never know what happens from a grocery run. Maybe you get this download, this inspiration that comes to you on your drive. Maybe you bump into someone that you're meant to work with, that you're meant to connect with. You have no idea until you actually take that inspired action. What you actually are calling in is on the other side of taking aligned action with your intuition. An example that I want to share with you all is that a few weeks ago, my friend invited me to a music festival, and immediately my mind goes to, oh, is this even going to be worth it? Should I even go? I have some work to do. I should probably plan for these exciting projects that I have coming up. And I found myself really diving into that masculine energy of, oh, well, what about this? What about this? I should be doing this. I should. And then I allowed myself to flow, even though it was step by step, flow into that feminine energy, really envisioning myself having a great time regardless of whatever is going on, with my intention really being to have quality time with the people that I love, and also to just enjoy music, whatever music was playing, to just enjoy myself, to just be human and enjoy myself. And I'm so happy that I decided to go, because it ended up being one of my favorite weekends from this year so far. I made some incredible connections and some unforgettable memories, and just had really beautiful conversations. And I can't imagine what life would be like if I had not gone to that music festival, because so many positive events happened after that as well. It was like this ripple effect that happened of me choosing to say yes, and then more positive things started to happen, more connections started to form with a bunch of people that I really am so grateful to have in my life. And for a long time, I've been calling in more aligned connections, especially with being a digital nomad where I travel around a lot. It's beautiful to find connections that truly feel aligned wherever you go, wherever you are. And this was the opportunity for me to find even closer connections. And for that, I will always be thankful. And it's just another reminder that sometimes it's just a matter of saying yes to something and seeing it through. And you will be pleasantly surprised, because once you make a decision, your angels are right there supporting you. Now, as far as my advice to anyone that feels like they have more of those controlling tendencies, or moves more towards the masculine energy of needing to have things a certain way or do things a certain way, my very first piece of advice would be to meditate, to drop into a state of that present moment awareness. And this is because it allows you to move from your head, where all those controlling energy stems from, into the heart space, into a space where you're able to access that energy of faith, that energy of believing in something greater than you to support you, and that you don't have to do it all on your own. This practice of dropping back into the heart space, dropping into this present moment, reconnects you with your higher self, reconnects you with that higher power of good, and raises your vibration, which then reminds you, brings you back into remembrance that you truly are not here alone, that you truly don't have to do it all on your own, that you can have that support from the universal energies, that there is an unlimited amount of support available to you at all times, and it's just a matter of tuning in and welcoming that support in. Faith is the precursor to miracles. It's believing in something greater than you. It's believing that you are worthy of whatever it is that you're calling in. Believing that you don't have to struggle your way through to your prayers being answered. You are so worthy of more than that. And the more that you drop into the present moment awareness, the more that you become aware of these things, the more that you welcome in that state of enlightenment. And through that state, through being in a higher frequency, you attract these miracles in even quicker. Being in this energy also allows you to soften, because when you're in those controlling tendencies, that's a very hard place to be in, a hard exterior as well. And when you take the time to actually navigate inwards, accessing the heart space, accessing this more gentle place, you are allowing yourself to let go more. It's easier to let go as you go inwards. Now, for my second piece of advice, this would be to unplan more and to be more spontaneous. So what are some more things that you can say yes to that you wouldn't normally say yes to? An example of me going to that music festival, I let go of that control and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to make sure that I have a good time, not holding too much expectation to it, but just going with the flow of things. And for people that have controlling tendencies, you're probably the one to want to plan plan, take a step back this time and see what invitations come your way. What flows into your life? What are your friends asking you to do? What do they want to do? Being accommodating with that as well, and trusting that you are always where you're supposed to be. When you welcome in spontaneity in your life, you're also welcoming in the divine orchestration, divine magic to form, to come about. You're saying, okay, actually, I'm having full faith that everything is going in divine right order, and you saying yes to things and going with the flow of things and doing things outside of your comfort zone is also solidifying that belief as well. And my last piece of advice would be to actually state out loud that you are letting go of control, to affirm this to yourself so that you are reprogramming those thought patterns that may move towards more of that controlling energy, and come back into a state of remembering that you can be in flow, that you are worthy of being in flow, that you are safe to be in flow. This is an affirmation that I used a lot when I was really in that controlling energy, and it has helped me tremendously. So feel free to adjust the words however you feel like it best fits you, but all you need to do is say it at least once a day. I said it in the mornings and at night. Either way, it's going to support you if you continue to state this to yourself. I would say, I let go of control, and I allow the universe to work its divine magic for me. I let go of control, and I allow the universe to work its divine magic for me. And so it is. I hope that this helps you all. I hope that all of my advice, all the experience that I've shared with you all can really bring you to a state of dropping more into the feminine energy and really allowing your manifestations to flow in effortlessly, to flow in where you're just pleasantly surprised and you're like, oh, there's another one. Oh, there's another one. Because that is how it's supposed to be. It's going to feel good, and it's going to feel even better as you take the path of least resistance. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I would love to hear your thoughts on this video, how you are manifesting, what has worked for you in terms of letting go of control. I love seeing you all engage with one another as well. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being part of this beautiful community. I'm sending you all so much love and so much light. May blessings and miracles flow your way today and every day. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.